Animals brighten our lives. Grateful TV, a look at the great things happening at Grateful Animal Rescue and Sanctuary in Muncie, Indiana. Host Pamela Terhune shares the stories of people working to save dogs and cats. Grateful TV.
Hi, and welcome to Grateful Rescue TV. I'm Pamela Terhune, and I'm here with Sherry Richardson. And it's been quite an emotional week, hasn't it?
It has been.
We've been called to do a Dachshund sanctuary clear out. A kind lady suddenly passed, and the shelter needed cleared out immediately. And we had a long discussion about it and decided to utilize this 5-car garage because it would hold them.
Well, we got 2 cargo vans and drove almost 4 hours to Evansville to pick up 26 Dachshunds. And they were pretty scared when we pulled in the driveway. They had them out in cages and they didn't know what was going on because their world just got turned upside down.
It did get turned upside down. This was a sanctuary, so these dogs were not adopted out. These dogs were cared for and kept at the sanctuary, so that it needed cleared out, and they just lost their mother. I mean, I know all the rescue dogs that come through here. I'm mama. Mm-hmm. And so they're sad too, and they've been together for a very long time, and so this is quite an emotional rescue. What did you think when you saw all the dogs lined up? That was pretty surreal, wasn't it?
It was overwhelming to see and to look at their faces. They were just so sad and scared, didn't know what was going to happen to them, you know. So we were carefully putting them in the van, and luckily they were very good.
It was very emotional. The dogs it was a really sad situation because the dogs had been very well cared for and they were very loved by the lady that took care of them. They were confused. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't know who we were, so we were strangers to them. But honestly, it was heartwarming to see how quickly they did kind of come out of their shell, begin to calm down, and it was almost as if they knew that they were safe. They knew they were going to be okay. In fact, Sherry and I drove one of the vans, and we had all 20 dogs in the van with us. We assumed that it would be a very noisy ride back to Muncie, and they laid down and they slept. They didn't make a sound. So we knew that they had settled enough that they knew it was going to be okay.
Hi, guys. There you are, together again. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, so this is Sadie, and this is Cookie, and this is Joey. This is Cece. And over here is Dale. Mm-hmm. And this, I believe, is Riley. Mm-hmm. I don't know about you, but I'm emotionally drained.
Yep.
we really have fallen in love with these little babies that are really going through mourning themselves, because this was a sanctuary where they lived together for a really long time, and so that woman that was their mama. Ann Davies was their mama. And then all of a sudden, they're getting uprooted, getting put in crates and taken where they don't know if they'll see each other again or what's going to happen. And so our heart goes out to them, but we have seen them heal and come around, right?
Oh yeah, just some in a day, some in a couple days. They've all been a little different, but they're all, coming out of their shell and knowing that they're safe.
Yeah, they've adjusted very well.
It's amazing. This is, I've been a teacher. All my career's always been as a teacher, but my heart has always been with rescue. So this is something that I do because I love animals. It makes me feel very fortunate to be able to just be a very small piece of their story from wherever they came from onto their forever new home.
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
Gourmet cuisine, breathtaking views, and a vibrant space to connect and enjoy. Skyline Club Indy, 36 stories high above downtown Indianapolis. Join the club today and enjoy an elevated experience. Take part in a full schedule of events and special gatherings. Skyline Club Indy, a place to celebrate.
I see. I know. I was going through this one here loves everything. I was going through a long woods. Oh, you did so good. Oh, you're a red guy.
What was it like in there?
Loud. But we have two Dachshunds at home, so it's like that every time somebody new comes around. They're always barking. It's our perfect doorbell.
So why this one?
He kind of just came over and just sat in my lap and like just relaxed. And our hair color kind of matches. She says the same. The hair colors are the same. We have two other Dachshunds, so I had Dachshunds when I was growing up, so that's, they've been really good. The two we have are really good with kids. I know people say they're kind of mean, but they were always around kids when they were puppies, so they're great for our family. There's so many dogs that need a home, and instead of spending money trying to get something fancy, it's a great way to help a dog that needs a home and a loving place to live.
I have Betty, but Betty's name is going to be changed. Her name is going to be Magnolia Grace. Maggie G.
And why that name?
I just love it. I thought she's just a precious little flower.
All of our dogs had to have a middle name.
Yeah, all of them. I'm going to take her in and introduce her to her sister, her older sister, and I think she'll learn real quick about Aubrey, and Aubrey will be really good. Aubrey's great with other dogs, and she'll be a good teacher. Lost Annabelle 2 years ago, and Matilda a couple months ago. We weren't sure we were going to adopt again because of our age, and then we got the opportunity to adopt from Grateful Rescue, and she's a little older, so we're not getting a puppy. And we realized that our dog Aubrey is still grieving, and I think she needed a new sibling to come in and be her company. So, and actually Magnolia, Maggie here, adopted me. Yeah, she just kind of
Didn't you, little girl?
relaxed in my arms.
Yeah, she totally chilled.
So I always look for that too. Like, do they want me, who am I going to choose? Well, it's typically who are they going to choose,
What are Dachshunds like? They're kind of quirky, aren't they?
They're very tenacious. They're extremely loving. They like to be your clinging vine. They like kinesthetic, to touch, to feel. They're loving, but they're ornery. They like to play, and they're bossy. They're very bossy.
Yes.
That's their little attitude, and that's what I love about them, because they're a dog with tooth. A little dog with a big tooth, right?
When it comes to getting a new furry friend, Noah's Animal Hospitals wants to remind you to know your breed. Hot dogs, get your hot dogs here. Yes, we're talking about the small yet spunky little dog, the Dachshund. They're actually part of the Hound group. They come in 2 sizes, the miniature and the standard, and they have 3 coat groups, the smooth, wired hair, and the long haired. The name Dachshund is German in origin and translates to badger dog. The Dachshund was bred to dig deep down into the badger hole in order to get the badger to come out. The Dachshund is quick and clever and has a really good hound-like bark. So, their human hunting partner could find them quickly. They may be small, but they're big on personality. They're curious, smart, high energy, and charming. They're dedicated to their human companions and love to bond, burrow under your blankets, and curl up on the couch with you. Oh look, this little girl has a coat. Guess she's a chili dog. Average lifespan, about 12 to 16 years. Size, about 5 to 6 inches for the miniature, and 8 to 9 inches for the standard. They weigh in at about 11 pounds and under for the miniature, and 16 to 32 pounds for the standard. Training. These little hot dogs can be a little hot and stubborn, so sometimes they can be a little difficult to train. You need to have a lot of positive and rewards-based training for the most part. Consider this. They have a strong sense of smell and a hearty prey drive, meaning they were bred to stay focused on the prey, so they may not always pay attention to your commands. That's some fun facts about our hot dogs. Get your hot dogs here. The little dog with some spunk, the Dachshund. Know your breed. Brought to you by Noah's Animal Hospitals.
So what are these papers for?
These are their actual, these are kennel cards. And it just gives a little description about them, has their microchip number on there. That's how we identify them when we start to adopt them out.
How do you keep all these dogs straight?
We double check with their microchips because they've all been scanned, so we just have to keep checking.
Is that one a boy?
Yeah, it's quite a little chore, actually.
Well, these are all donations that Pam put a wish list on Facebook, and I believe it also went on Instagram. And when people heard the story about how we came to rescue these dogs, Pam was getting messages all hours of the day and night, what can we do? What do you need? How can we help? And this is just a small portion of what's come in. People have been so generous and sent so many messages of support that honestly, we're overwhelmed and so very thankful.
And she always needs certain supplies. What supplies does she always need?
Pam can always use help with, basic supplies like food, cleaning supplies, paper towels, potty pads, bleach, cleaners, laundry soap, anything that you would typically use at home to take care of your pets. Pam can use, only she goes through a lot faster than we do with our own pets.
And we're back at Grateful Rescue TV with KJ, the kitty correspondent of Pet Pals, to talk about black cats.
Yes, so every October, black cats get associated with Halloween. There's even the National Day every October 27th is National Black Cat Day, so we just celebrated that. But there's a lot of things about black cats that people assume are true that are not. The biggest one, and I love to spread the word about this, in many parts of the world, black cats are considered good luck. Not like here.
Good luck.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, I found out about this when I was traveling to Ireland. They have tchotchkes and keychains that say "My lucky black cat."
Oh, I love that.
Yes, and in Japan, it's actually considered lucky for a single woman looking for love to own a black cat.
Oh, I love that.
Another interesting thing about black cats is that it's not a breed. So people will think black cats are a breed. Lots of breeds are black and can be black, but there is only one breed in the world that is only black.
Which is?
The Bombay cat.
The Bombay cat.
They are as black as can be, sleek, beautiful coats. Like, they are just the absolute, like, premier black cat. Not that I don't love all black cats, but they are amazing, and they will only ever be black. That's their genetics. And then finally, Pamela, talking about black cats, they are the least adopted. They're the most looked over when it comes to our shelters. Now, some of that can be, you know, people are superstitious, so hopefully we cleared that up for you, and single women are like, oh, I gotta get a black cat. But also, I think just because they're not flashy, it's hard to get good pictures of black cats, and when you're in a room with a bunch of cats, the long-haired and blue-eyed and all stand out.
Yep.
So we always ask people to not walk past those black cats and consider going to a shelter or rescue, or going to gratefulrescue.org.
We have them too.
And looking for those black cats.
It's a good segue
You
for
can learn about
KJ's new book.
Both of my black cats, yes, and all of my cats. This is the story of how I became the kitty correspondent, and how my experiences can help other people have a more wonderful bond, the better human-cat connection. So
Grayson's a lovey kitty.
He is very lovey, just as we have many lovey kitties at gratefulrescue.org.
And continuing from the Skyline Club with the Grateful TV show, Tom Dock is with us. You know him because you see him on TV. He's everywhere, let me tell you that. He is the communications director for Noah's Animal Hospitals, and he has a slash. He's also the Pet Pals TV investigative reporter. And I said, Tom, everybody wants to know, what is Harry? He's from the Grateful Rescue, but they want to know what his breed is. And what did you tell me?
Well, so we did a real quick test through Base Paws, which is a new genetic company. We took a swab out of his cheek cells right there and we sent it off. And it was a really, really interesting report that came back. Most reports come back and say 25% this, 50% that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
He came back
with
at...
Wait. But I also was saying that people were saying, oh, he's a terrier, and he's Bichon, and so people were guessing, I really didn't know, so that's why I turned to you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
give us the lowdown.
The lowdown here is that on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being perfectly identical to that breed, he is a 9.9 Maltese. So almost a perfect Maltese. He just didn't stick the landing.
I love that. So you can, and I can see that now, especially since he's groomed and you can see him a little bit better. Yeah. Why is this important? Not just so that you know the breed and you say, people, well, this is what it is. Why is it important to know?
You know, if you would have asked me that question 10 years ago, what would have happened was I would have said, it's really not that important. It's for fun, right? But now with technological advances, we can actually sequence an individual dog's DNA, their whole genome, down to the point where we can see if he's carrying certain disease markers, certain problems. Now, I will tell you, it's not perfect yet, but Harry, out of 210 different disease markers, he's not carrying a single one. Almost perfect.
You're almost perfect. Do you know that? You're almost perfect, except he needs a dental. I'll tell you, we're going to do that next. Well, you're just a wonderful, almost perfect little doggy. Thank you.
My pleasure. It's fun to learn these things.
It is. So what should you do? You want to find out your dog's DNA. What would you suggest?
Well, I would talk with your veterinarian first because they have the best options that are out there. There's several companies out there, just like with people genetics and people DNA testing. There's going to be some companies that are really good, some that are really bad. And so talk with your veterinarian about what the best one is. You can do it at home with a cheek swab, or you can go to your veterinarian and have blood drawn too.
Okay.
So either way will work.
99.9. You're Maltese.
Got to stick the landing.
And we'll be back with more on Grateful Rescue TV. What's my DNA? Well, I don't want to know that.
And we're here with a very special family. My son and my grandsons, Eli, Andrew, and my son Sam, and a really special kitty named Socks.
Socks went from living in the back of a pickup truck with 20 other cats to having 2 young boys and me just, loving him constantly. He's got endless love here. He's got, between the 3 of us and Molly, he's always got somebody that'll love on him and, treat him like a member of the family.
Do you kids help take care too?
Mm-hmm.
What are your responsibilities?
Much technically like feeding him and stuff. Come on.
Who cleans the litter box? Dad.
I take care of the socks box.
The socks box, I love it. And Socks has gotten a little bit bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's definitely eating a lot better than he ever has before, and he's got a little bit of a tummy to him than when he first came to us. When he first came to us, he was very, very, very small, and
I think he had some fleas going on. He was in pretty rough shape. So tell me about when you brought Socks home. Did he seem to, since he was a part of a hoarding situation, did he seem to act out of place, or was he pretty comfortable when you brought him in?
Right away, he warmed up to our Dalmatian named Molly.
Stay. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, they're best friends. Best friend forever.
They sleep next to each other. They play next to each other. He's been a godsend to us, and we're happy to have him.
And he's my grandkitty. So that'll be it from Grateful Rescue TV at Sam's house.
Let's let Sam know about something even more urgent than his morning coffee.
Hey Sam, did you know it's kitten season? Right now, thousands of kittens are in shelters across the nation, and they're in need of love and care. If you foster a kitten, even for a week, you'll be giving them the chance to grow up and find families of their very own. What's in it for you? You'll get to start your day with a smile, and your social posts will be way cuter too. Save some tiny lives today. Visit bestfriends.org/kittens.
Gourmet cuisine, breathtaking views, and a vibrant space to connect and enjoy. Skyline Club Indy, 36 stories high above downtown Indianapolis. Join the club today and enjoy an elevated experience. Take part in a full schedule of events and special gatherings. Skyline Club Indy, a place to celebrate.
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
And that'll do it for Grateful Rescue TV. And thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much. And thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you to all the adoption applicants and all the donations. You don't know how much this means. So we'll see you next time. If you want to learn more, don't forget, go to gratefulrescue.org.
Andrew, will you read me a story? Oh yeah, let's watch Faith's Book Nook.
Grateful Rescue presents Faith's Book Nook. Watch dozens of storytelling videos right now at gratefulrescue.org.
When we arrived on the scene, I would run towards the fire, barking at the men to hurry up with their hoses of water.
I can watch it as a bedtime story, or anytime I want to learn about animals.
Thank you for joining us tonight for tonight's book reading, and thank you for supporting Grateful Rescue.
I'll lend you my daddy. I'm sure you'll agree. Now that he's home, he belongs just to me.
Celebrities and pet lovers of all ages read their favorite books about animals.
This is First Dog Henry Holcomb, and we have a story for you. Apparently it smells good.
Storytime is anytime at Faith's Book Nook.
Watch Book Nook anytime on your laptop, tablet, or smartphone. Faith's Book Nook, right now at gratefulrescue.org.